Hi everyone. So today in this session I am going to discuss about what is test plan in software testing. So what do you mean by test plan? Basically, so in a simple term, test plan means so whenever we are doing any kinds of testing, we have to follow some plan. We have to make some plan. So take one real time example. So suppose you want to make any food item. Okay, you want to cook. Then for that purpose, you have to make one plan that how much ingredients you want to put that food for better quality or better taste. So whatever in whatever any kinds of thing, if we do anything, then we have to make one plan. Suppose if you want to go for any trip, if you want to go for any vacation, then obviously in your mind there is some plan that in that trip location what activities you are going, or what on or what kinds of activities you will be perform. Okay, so any kinds of case, anything whatever you want to do, then obviously you have to make one plan. Just same, just like for the same for the test plan. So whenever you are doing any kinds of testing, whenever doing any kinds of testing activities, then obviously we have to follow some plan. In a simple term, that is called as a test plan. Okay, so basically test plan is a detailed document. So in a document where we are updating the detailed detail things. Okay, so that's why test plan is a detailed document that describes the test strategy, the testing objectives, the schedule, the estimation, then test deliverables, and the resource required to perform testing for a software product. So test plan is a detailed document that describes, so in that test plan, whatever we are going to update, so in that test plan, we are going to update the test strategy, the objectives, the schedule, the estimation, the deliverables, and the resource. So these kinds of things we are updating on the test plan, or we are maintaining these all the things on the test plan document. So that is basically called as a test plan. So what should be the testing strategy? What are the objective for the testing, and in which time we are going to schedule the testing? How much time it will take? That means nothing but a estimation. Then what kinds of thing or what modules we are going to deliver? Then how many resources are needed for the testing? So everything we are going to document in a such like a plan. So everything we are going to document, so that detailed document is called as a test plan. Clear? So basically test plan is like a blueprint of how the testing activity is going to take place in a project. So test plan is a blueprint of how the testing activities is going to take place in a project. Okay, so the test plan is a template for conducting software testing activity as a defined process. So that is fully monitored and controlled by the testing manager. So that that's why the test manager will create the test plan. So in your interview, maybe your interviewer can ask that who create the test plan. Then you have to say that the test manager is create the test plan. Okay, so this is test plan. So test plan is a detailed document that describes the test strategy, test objectives, schedule, estimation, deliverables, and resource required to perform testing for a software product. And basically it's a template for conducting software testing activities. And also test plan is a blueprint of how the testing activities is going to take place in a project. That is called as a test plan. So now you guys are clear that what do you mean by test plan, or what is test plan. Now who create the test plan? Test manager create the test plan. Test manager create the test plan. Okay. Now, what are the importance of test plan, or why test plan is required? So what are the importance of test plan? So the test plan helps us to avoid out of scope functionality. Out of scope functionality means like which functionality we are not checking whenever we are delivering any software to a client within a short span of period. That means we don't have any much more time. Then out of scope functionality means we can say that like non-functional testing or stress testing. So this kind of testing. So the test plan helps us to avoid out of scope functionalities. Which functionalities are out of scope, out of bound? So that functionalities are avoiding by use of test plan. Okay, and also the test plan determines the time, cost and effort. Obviously, as I have already told you that what do you mean by test plan? In the test plan we are going to describe the test strategy, objective, schedule, estimation, deliverable, resource, everything. So that's why test plan determine the time, cost, effort, everything. Now provide a schedule for testing activities, in which time we are going to run our test script. That should be defined on the test plan. So in that definitions of test plan, I have already told you that we have to define the schedule also, in which time we are going to run our test script. Okay, so test plan provide a schedule for testing activities. Then fourth one is that resource requirement and equipment. How many resources are there, or how many resources are needed for testing any software? That requirement should be, I mean, that requirement we need for the test plan. Like, see, these are the resources. Resources are required for the test plan. So resource requirement and equipment. Equipment means tool. Equipment means tool. In which tool we are going to test? So that equipment, that tools are also required. So these are the importance of test plan. And then test plan document can be used for similar project. Suppose, let's say I have create one test plan. So my project name is XYZ. So for my XYZ project, I have created one test plan. Now, after 1 year or after 2 year, or maybe one another tester in another project, he want to write the test plan. Then obviously he can use or he can follow my test plan. Or if in my future, if I want to write test plan for the another project, then also I can follow my this test plan also. So the test plan document can be used for similar project. The next one, test plan helps to understand the test details, obviously, because in the test plans we are documenting everything: test strategy, test times, test schedule, test resources, everything we are going to document. So that's why test plan also helps to understand the test details. Then test plan helps in determining the quality of software application, because as in my testing purpose, if I am following the test plan, that means we are following all the testing strategy, objectives, schedule, estimation, deliverables, resource, everything we are following. So if we are following these kinds of things in together, then obviously at the end we can hand over to the client a quality of software product, right? So that's why test plan helps in determining the quality of software application. And also test plan acts as a quick guide for testing process, obviously, because in the test plans we are documenting everything. So it will be like a notebook, it will work like a notebook, right? So for the testing purpose, if we follow the test plan, that means indirectly we are following one notebook. Okay. And also test plan help people outside the test team such as developer, business manager, customer understand the details of the testing. So as we are writing the test plan, or if we are following the test plan, so not only we are the beneficial. So if we follow the test plan as a tester, if we follow the test plan, then obviously we can get a quality of software product. Okay, but outside the, I mean, apart from the testing team, developer, business manager, customer, if they can follow the test plan, then they can get a details idea of the testing process. Okay, so these are the importance of test plan. Now coming to the next one is that test plan guidelines. So what are the guidelines are there for the test plan? So few guidelines I have written, that is, first one is that avoid overlapping and repetition. So these are the guidelines. So whenever we are writing any kinds of test plan, then obviously we have to maintaining these things. Okay, avoid overlapping or repetition, then avoid lengthy paragraph. The paragraph should be small and easy to understand. So as a customer or as a non-technical person, if he see my test plan, then he can easily understand that what the testing process, or how can we test the software, or what are the activities, everything he can observe, or he can follow, or he can understand. Okay, then use list and tables. So if we make the test plan like a list or table, so it can be understandable for everyone. Okay, and day by day we have to update the plan. Suppose today I am writing one test plan, and after 1 month the client or the customer has changed his requirement, then obviously we have to update the test plan. Okay, then don't use outdated documents. So whatever or which documents are already been outdated, we are not using that documents. So these are the guidelines we have to maintain whenever we write the test plan. Avoid overlapping and repetition, avoid lengthy paragraph, use list and tables, then update plan, and don't use the updated or outdated documents. Don't use the outdated documents. These are the guidelines of test plan. Okay, now coming to the next one is that how many types are there for the test plan? Okay, so how many types are there for the test plan? So basically there are three types for the test plan. One is master test plan, second one is that page test plan, and third one is that specific test plan. So these are the three types of test plan: master test plan, page test plan, and specific test plan. So what do you mean by master test plan? So master test plan is a type of test plan that has multiple level of testing. So master test plan is a type of test plan that has multiple level of testing, and also it includes a complete state strategy. So that's the master. So master means everything, or multi-level testing, types of testing we can follow in that master test plan. So master test plan is a type of test plan that has multiple level of testing, and also it includes the complete test strategy. That is master test plan. Then second one is that phase test plan. So phase test plan, what is phase test plan? So in that phase test plan, that addresses any one phase of the testing strategy. Any one of the phase of a testing strategy. So that is the phase test plan. So phase test plan is a type of test plan that addresses any one phase of the testing strategy. For example, maybe a list of tools, maybe a list of test cases. So that means one phase of testing strategy. So in that phase test plan, we have to address any one phase of the testing strategy. Okay, so that is phase test plan. And the third one is that specific test plan. So specific test plan means we are identifying or we are specifying one test plan. So specific test plan designed for major type of testing like security testing, load testing, performance testing. Okay, so these are the specific test plan, means we are specifically mentioning that we have to do the load testing, we have to do the performance testing, we have to do the security testing. So specific test plan designed for major type of testing like security testing, load testing, performance testing, etc. So in other words, we can say a specific test plan designed for non-functional testing. So you have to remember that thing. The specific test plan means that is applicable only for non-functional testing. Non-functional testing means security testing, load testing, performance testing, stress testing, etc. So these are the types of test plan. Okay, so now you guys are very much clear about what is test plan or what are the types of test plan. Okay, now next one is that how to write a test plan. How to write a test plan, or what is the process we follow for writing any kinds of test plan. So we have to mention, or we have to maintain, or we have to follow these 8 things. So 8 points are there. If we follow that 8 points, then easily we can write a test plan. That is, analyze the product. First one is that analyze the product, then design the test strategy, then define the test activities, then define the test criteria, then resource planning, then plan test environment, then schedule and estimation, and then determine the test deliverables. So what are those things, or what are these things? So in my next video, I am going to discuss about all of these things in a single video. Okay, so don't worry about that. So these are the process, or these are the steps we are going to follow for any kinds of test plan writing. So one is analyze the product. Second one is the design the test strategy, then define the test activities, then define the test objectives, then define the test criteria, then resource planning, then plan test environment, schedule and estimation, and then determine test deliverable. These are the 8 points are there for writing a test plan, or for how to write a test plan. Okay, so in my coming video, or in my next video, I am going to discuss all of these things. Okay, now next point is that what if there is no test plan? That means if we are not following any kinds of test plan, then what should happen? What if there is no test plan? So this is one most means important interview question. Sometimes interviewer can ask you that if we're not following any kinds of test plan, then what should happen? That means what if there is no test plan? So what are the, what problems what problems we can face? That is like misunderstanding the roles and responsibility. Misunderstanding the roles and responsibility. Because in my definitions of test plan, I have already told you that in test plan, what we are documenting: describe the test strategy, objective, schedule, estimation, deliverable, and resources. Resources. Suppose I am a tester. Okay, so maybe I have, just for example, I have 4 years of experience. Okay, so I am a tester, and also one tester is there in my project, and he is 1 years of experience. So if we are not giving, the roles and responsibility, so as a 4 years of experience, I have more, responsibility compared with the 1 year guy. Okay, so in that test plan, we have to write everything, which resource are there for the testing activities. We have to document that things also. So that's why if we don't follow the test plan, then obviously there should be some misunderstanding of roles and responsibility. So who will take the responsibility, or what, for which or for which guys, uh, which roles are given by the team lead or by the test lead. So it will be misunderstanding if we not follow the test plan, or if there is no test plan. That is one point. Second point is that the test team will have no clear objective. If we not write the test plan, or if there is no test plan, then the test team will have no clear objective what they are going to do. So it will be some confusing thing. So that's why there should be no clear objective if there is no test plan. Then third one is that no surety when the process ends, because in the test plan we have to document the estimation, how much time it will take. Suppose I am testing one module. Suppose I am testing one login module. So for that login module, my estimation time is, let's say, 4 hours. 4 hours, that is my estimated times. So if there is no test plan, so how much time it will take to complete the login page functionality testing? So there is no, I mean, so we cannot tell that how much time it will take. So the process will never ended. So that's why if we give some estimated time for any kinds of testing, that means in that time duration we have to follow that testing. So these things should be documented in the test plan. That means the estimations should be documented in a test plan. So if there is no test plan, then no surety when the process ends. And the fourth one is that undefined test scope may confuse tester. So if there is no test plan, suppose some testing scopes are there that is undefined. So if the undefined scopes are there, then sometime the tester may be confused that what he should do. Okay, so these are the problem. This problem will occur if there is no test plan. So my personal experience is that please follow the test plan. If in your project there is no test plan, then schedule one meeting with your test manager, with your testing lead, and please create the test plan. So it will be more beneficial for you guys for your testing activities. Okay. So I think this video will be very, very helpful for you guys. If you have any doubt, please comment me. If you guys like my video, one thumbs up and share this video to your nearest friends and subscribe to my channel EduPaat. So see you in the next videos with the testing, how to write the testing plan. Thank you.